All right, so our first topic is impaled objects here that we're going to show you with a skill. Okay, so this is not real. We have a knife through the person's hand, okay? So I am going to keep it in place because, this is not a life-threatening site for the injury. I don't see a lot of blood loss, okay? I don't have to do CPR. It's going to stay in place, okay? I'm going to keep gloves on here to protect myself. Okay, so what I want and what it says there in your book, we're going to stabilize the object with a bulky dressing. I don't want it to move. Any movement is going to cause damage to the person, right? So I know first aid. Can I help you?
Please.
Okay, so I see that she's breathing, right? Consider calling 911 depending on where the injury is. And then we're going to stabilize that object, okay? So what I did here, there's a few ways to stabilize objects, okay? The easiest of all is to create bulk. So what I mean by that is I'm taking a triangular bandage and I'm just wrapping it loosely around my hand like this, okay? There's a little hole there for the impaled object. I'm gonna place that there. Okay, I'm gonna do it as carefully as possible.
Okay.
And she's gonna help me hold it in place.
Got it.
Is this an example of direct or indirect pressure? Indirect pressure. I'm not putting pressure on top of the knife, okay? I'm putting pressure around the injury, okay? My second triangular bandage, this is very tricky, so watch carefully. I'm going to tie it on that side, okay? And I'm going to wrap it underneath without putting pressure on anything that's poking out on the other side, okay? So watch carefully, okay? I put pressure there, okay? And the person who's hurt, they're helping me, okay? So the knife is sticking out. I'm not gonna put pressure around it, or on it. I'm gonna put pressure on that side of it, okay? And see that I come up onto the other side. Like that, okay? So it's pressure around both sides of it. And I come out this way. So the knife is in the middle. Pressure, there we go. I'm just gonna tie it off, okay? When I tie a knot, make sure I tie a knot that I can untie if necessary, okay? My hair out of there. Okay, so make a little bow. Perfect. Now, actually really tricky to do this with these types of gloves. All right, so that is pretty stable, okay? It wasn't even impaled truly in this scenario, but it's not moving, it's not going anywhere, okay? I'm gonna check for circulation. You can try this to yourself right now. Take your hand, okay? And you're gonna poke a fingertip, okay? Palm of your hand, you're gonna poke your fingertip. It's gonna go from a light color back to your normal skin color. That means circulation is still flowing to the extremity, okay? This is done below the site of the injury, so the part furthest from the heart. I'm gonna try that right now. Boop. Awesome, still has circulation, all right? So now we're ready to go to the hospital, okay? Try not to put any pressure on that or try not to bump into that, of course, on your way there, okay? So try that one out and I'll come around to make sure you have done it correctly.
We'll be right around with some bandages, folks.